Municipality of Bae. Municipality of Bae. Ang kanyang kasuotan ay hango mula sa bansag sa kanilang bayan na garden capital ng Laguna, kung saan ang paghahalaman ang isa sa pangunahing pinagkakakitaan. Sumisimbolo sa makulay at mayabong na kasaysayan ng bayan ng Bae. Her cultural attire is designed by Mr. Christopher Magpita. From the city of Binyan. Banyan, who is the first name of Binyan, anecdotes about the name of Binyan and originated from the name of the big tree called Banyan or Banyan. Classified as a hard fiber, abaca is one of the strongest and most durable natural fibers in the world. With today's technology, textiles using the fiber can be as delicate as the silk, but it was a rough texture always please. Its naturalness that will catch your eyes. Amazingly and wonderfully, the coarse-looking cloth proved to be very soft and smooth to the touch. Her costume is designed by Chelan Sago. Rica May Serojano, City of Binyan. Princess Misa para kay Buto, Kapuyao, Laguna. Sinta mula sa salitang iniiro o pagkamangha, di lamang sa tao, din sa ating kultura. Ito ay pagpapahayag ng emosyon na naging inspiration upang maglikha ang isang disenyo na may kalubuhan ng pagmamahal sa ating kultura at kasaysayan. Inabi na makabangkas o matakang tubo gamit ang mga materyales na may mahalagang bahagi sa ating mga ninuno. Mga beads at pwedeng hugis ibon na sumisimbolo sa ganda, maging kaaya-aya at magiging sinta ng bawat isa. Designed by Mr. Waway Tribo. That is candidate number 3, Princess Misa of Barangay Buto, Kabuyao. Candidate number 4 is Carlin Jane de Borja from Barangay Baclaran, Kabuyao City. The Binta is a Philippine symbol that signifies migration of the colorful traditions from the island of Mindanao. In this case, the cultural wear design represents her city of Kabuyao, which is the Kampanang Ginto. The designer made sure that with this creation, she would carry the heart and the soul of Kabuyeños, both their inspirations and the hopes and dreams of every individual who live in the city, aside from its colorful patterns. That is Carlin Jane de Borja from Barangay Baclaran, Kabuyao. The costume is designed by Jobs Estrella. Justin Faith Decena from Barangay San Isidro, Kabuyao. Kabubo at Kabuyao ang kasuotan ni Binibini na may bilang na 5 na hango sa oriental na pinagmumulan ng kanilang syudad. Ayon sa kasaysayan ng salisang Kabubo ay ang termino na nangangulugan lugar malapit sa gilid ng isang ilog at lawa na bae na ngayon ay pinangalanang Laguna de Bay. Ang salitang Kabuyao naman ay isang uri ng puno na tumuturo sa kanilang lugar. Ito ay ginagamit ng mga lehitimong Kabuyeños bilang pangkubo. Ang malaking kurba na sumisimbolo sa alon ng ilog at lawa. Mga dahon na kulay verde ay siyang sumisimbolo sa dahon ng Kabuyao. Ang kulay nitong palamuti ay mga simbolo na maliliit man, ngunit malaki at hitik na halaga ng kasaysayan. Silang ng araw na makikita sa kanyang uluhan ay sumisimbolo sa pag-asa sapagkat bagong Kabuyao, siguradong aangat ka. Designed by Lani Liwa. This Just Faith Dezena, Barangay San Isidro, Cabuyao City. Juliana Irish Padua from Barangay Parian, Calamba City. Classic camisa, the Filipinos' fascination with a touch of modern vintage camisa stemmed from the influence of the Spanish colonial period, embellished with a touch of green, gold, and white with the exquisite embroideries of Swarovski crystals. Designed and handmade by the Opley Empire owner, Mr. Casey Canigba from Calamba City. An era of Filipino-Spanish mestizas that highlighted Christian ethics which demanded women to be modest at all times. The cultural attire is designed by Mr. Casey Canigba of Opley Empire. Juliana Irish Padua, Barangay Parian, Calamba City. Kate Iyugio of Calamba City. Celebrating the natural beauty of the voted most cleanest air in Southeast Asia, the city of Calamba, Laguna. Taking a modern twist to the traditional Maria Clara, the green color represents the beautiful gifts of Mother Nature. The electric pleated fabric that makes its leaves. The strips showcase all the trees and grass that gives the city its source of fresh, clean air. Despite Calamba being one of the most innovative and fast-developing cities in Laguna, we still make sure to remind everyone that what makes Calamba rich are its natural greeneries. Her cultural attire is designed by Miss A. Couture. Kate Gio from the city of Calamba. Princess Nicole Esclamado of Calauan. Ang bayan ng Calauan ay kinabibilangan ng bayan ng pinakamatamis na pinya na kilala ng tagumpay sa magitong ani ng bagong Calauan. Mula sa pinagmulang simpleng parot saya, nagbagong anyo ng terno upang maging formal, elegante, kakaiba at tunay na simbolo ng kulturang Pilipino. Ang kasuotang ito'y salamin ng mga mahabang paglalakbay ng papasang kasuotang pambabae na nakaugat pa rin sa kanyang payak at original na napagmulan. Ang baraw ay gawa sa husi na napapalamutian ng burda upang katawanin ang isa sa pinakapopular na industriya sa lalawigan ng Laguna. Ang maringal na saya ay gawa sa itim na sedang malalambot ay kumatang katawan sa katapangan at tulong bayani ng mga mamamayan ng Calauan na may magkasamang tumitindig laban sa pandemya. Simple at tunay na elegante, kinakatawan ng saya ng isang tibuhong tunay na tatak DCP Laguna Province. That's Princess Nicole Esclamado of Calauan. Sherlubel Plastique, Miss Caminti, Laguna. Ang Dinultol ay isa sa pinagmamalaki ng bayan ng Caminti. Ito ay isang uri ng kakanin na kulay lila na may matamis na lasa. Maihahalin tulad ang kasuotan ito sa isang pinundol. Bukod sa kulay lila ay mayroon din itong kakaibang hugis na nagmula sa inspirasyon ng bao ng niyog. Isa sa mga pangunahing sangkap ng pinundol ay ang gata ng niyog na nagbibigay ng mga bagay ng parang original na tawag na lumikha kung saan tampok ang pagmamahal sa bansang sinilangan. Pula, dilaw at asul sa bawat isa ay sinisimbolo ng watawat ng ating bansa. Design by Madam Brian Makabuhay mula sa bayan ng Lupay. Number 10 is Princess Diane Santos from Fami. This gown represents a common flower in the Philippines which can be seen anywhere in the country. Kapugin Lilian. It is in color fuchsia which reflects the candidate's personality, cheerful, playful, and uplifting. It has pearls and beads in linear patterns that are sewed by hand. The color of Filipiñana sleeve in a modern style and materials to show a modern Filipina. Designed by Emmanuel Castro. Number 11 is like a Ramos of Kalayaan. Acts as an independent modern Filipina, taking the Pinoy pride to a new level with Filipiñana. This monsel blue-colored cultural attire was inspired by the prosperous harvest and grace of God, Green Falls of Kalayaan, Laguna. The Filipiñana sleeves was formed in a classic patadyong as a representation of our brave and modern Filipinas. The bodice and skirt was hand-embellished in classic pencil pattern with beads, sequins, and crystals. Summing up the fear of being outdated, the touch of modernity of modern Filipiñana national attire still implies purity, innocence, and devout words that define a modern Filipina. Designer, House of Pepper by Javier Ramos Pascual of San Pablo City. Stylist handler, Daryl Peñaredondo. That's candidate number 11, Laika Ramos of Kalayaan. Candidate number 12 is Angelina Martinez from the municipality of Los Baños. Candidate number 13 is Dimple May Lianes of Lumban. Burdang Lumban, the embroidery capital of the Philippines. Burdang kamay ang pangunahing disenyo ng kasuotan. Barong saya ang disenyo ng kasuotang barong ay binurda ng malikhaing kamay ng isang lubenya. Ang tapis ay masinsin na binurda gamit ang malikhaing kamay. Ang pinagpatungan ng unang tapis ay isang laplapan kung tawagin o ang full kalyado. Simple at kaya ang ating disenyo hindi hinaluan ng mga palamuti upang ang maipamalas na disenyo ay ang burdang kamay. Pilipina uwangin kasuotang baransaya likha at disenyo mula sa bayan ng Lumban. Designed by Madam P. Brian Makabuhay. That is candidate number 13, Dimple May Lianes of Lumban. Janelle Ashley Bobadilla of Mabitak. Kabisilya, ang bayan ng Mabitak ay tinaguri ang bayan na kung saan mahaba ang selebrasyon ng Kapaskuhan at ito ay nagtatapos tuwing Enero 6 at ang pagdiriwang ng tatlong haring bago. Kaakibat dito ay ang mga kandalagahang nagsipagtapos ng kanilang kolehiyo sa anumang larangan na nakasuot ng puting damit at ibinagala sa buong bayan upang magbibigay karangalan sa kanyang tagumpay na nakamtan. Ito ang nagiging inspirasyon ng kasuotan ng dalagang nagmula sa maliit at bayan na bayan kung saan mataas ang respeto sa kultura at tradisyon na magpahanggang ngayon ay ating pinapahalagan tulad ng pagsusuot ng Filipiñana na siyang ating pambansang katolik kasuotan. Design by Iwame Pasco. That's candidate number 14, Janine Ashley Bobadilla from Mabintak. Number 15 is Ria Chastin Mirano from Mahayhay. Lagunense, this blue serpentina patadon gown is inspired by the flow of water coming from the famous Tatay Falls of Mahayhay, Laguna. The blue and white bead stone and sequins represent its crystal clear water and waterfall raffle that was earth and the illusion of movements which symbolizes the shows of life of Mahayanas. Water that symbolizes life being positive and hard work, brave amidst the adversities. It is the driving force that gives us to go with the flow of life with courage and strong faith in God. Designed by Henry Abarido. That is candidate number 15, Ria Chastin Mirano from Mahayhay. Candidate number 16 is Trisha de los Santos Macalagay from the municipality of Paite. Ang disenyong ito ay hakma sa katapatan ng modernong Filipina mula sa Paite kung saan pinakikita nito ang pananampalataya sa Diyos. Ang color palette at istruktura ay maaaring maiugnay sa St. James ng Apostles Church na matatagpuan sa gitna ng bayan ng Paite. Ang disenyo ay nagbibigay ng pangkalahatang ideya kung paano kinikilala ng isang Paitenya ang pagpapahalaga sa kanilang tradisyon at pananampalataya. Ang bayan ng Paite ay kinakilala sa buong bansa o mundo sa pagpapahalaga at paniniwala sa Diyos. Ang gintong basket na puno ng mga dilaw na prutas ay nagpapahiwatig na ang bayan ay kilala sa kanilang matamis na lansones. Ang pangkalahatang disenyo ay sumasalamin sa mga katangian at tingning ng isang tradisyon ng Paitenya mula noon hanggang ngayon. Designed by Jomel Calma, that is candidate number 16, Trisha de los Santos Macalagay from Paite. Candidate number 17 is Eunice Deza of Barangay Bagumbayan, City of San Pablo. Ermitanya, the Filipiñana gown is made from pure handmade embroidery and all-over hand-woven calyado. The intricacy gives emphasis to the creativity and dedication of every Lumbeños with respect to their town's creativity. The rustic brown color represents the Coconut Festival of San Pablo, Laguna. Highlight is the metalworks on the silver buckler crown and scepter. This represents Queenship of Coco Festival. The creation also has a painting of their patron saint. Lastly, the Black Crow iconography of San Pablo is a representation of the old myth hermit, folklore, finesse, respect, and tradition. Designed by Mark Pagalana. That is candidate number 17, Eunice Deza from Barangay Bagumbayan, City of San Pablo. Senora from the City of San Pablo. The whole outfit describes the nostalgic events that took place in the past, still celebrated until this modern time. Native in nature because the materials used were indigenous crafted from the coconut shell, cocoa sacks, wood, and native pearls. Dress type and song embedded by the aforementioned materials to capture the feel of the artistry of the designer. The skirt and bodice were adorned by pearls and wood plates that highlight the authenticity of the materials, which decorated symbolizing majesty and sophistication. Designed by Mr. Chico Estiva, that is candidate number 18, Princess Lian Senora from the city of San Pablo. Candidate number 19 is Ariana Zubel Peron from the city of San Pedro, Laguna. Sanctus Hereditas o banal na pamana. Kasuotang ito ay hango sa malikhang interpretasyon ng desire na si Tuesday Bello na sumasalamin sa mayabang pananampalataya ng mga taga San Pedro na tinaguriang Shrine Capital of the South. Ito din ay sumisimbolo o nagre-representa sa makabagong mamamayan ng San Pedro na ang pangunahing pinagkukunan ng hanapbuhay ay ang paggawa ng sampagita na isa sa mga pabana ng aming mga ninuno na ngayon ay pinapanatili pa rin buhay na tradisyon sa aming mahal na bayan. Designed by Tuesday Bello. That is candidate number 19, Ariana Zubel Beron from the city of San Pedro. Mary Charbeth Beato from Barangay Sinalihan, the city of Santa Rosa. The Barong saya, or literally blouse and skirt, is the traditional dress and some worn by women in the Philippines. It is a national dress of the Filipinas and that combines elements from both the pre-colonial Spanish style and native of the Filipino, symbolizing pride, strength, and willingness of Filipinas to fight for their freedom. Designed by Sharon Couture by Sharon Sago. That is candidate number 20, Mary Charbeth Beato from Barangay Sinalihan, city of Santa Rosa. Candidate number 21 is Tyler Shane Mopera from the city of Santa Rosa. Ang tradisyonal na paghahabi ng mga tiboli mula sa rehiyon ng Cotabato ang binigyang importansya ng modernong kasuotang Filipiñana ng kandidata mula sa Santa Rosa na si Skylar Shane Mopera. Ang tinala, ang kulay at disenyo ng tela sa kasuotan ay sumisimbolo ng masaya at makahulugang selebrasyon ng sikap, kabuhayan na isa ring patunay ng matatag at masaganang buhay ng mga Roseñas. Ang kasuotan ito ay pangulo na nilagyan ng palamuting kahoy ay patunay ng pagkakaisa ng mga mamamayan ng lungsod pagdating sa pagbibigay ng halaga sa kultura at tradisyon ng lungsod ng Santa Rosa. Designed by Donna Babasanta. That is candidate number 21, Skyler Shane Mopera from the city of Santa Rosa. Candidate number 22 is Jelly Bea Isorena from Siniloan. A modern Filipina masterpiece inspired by a cannery. It symbolizes selflessness and compassion, characterized by its freshness, happiness, positivity, clarity, energy, optimism, enlightenment, honor, and loyalty and joy. Designed by Emmanuel Castro. Candidate number 22, Jelly Bea Sorena from Siniloan. Candidate number 23 is Hannah Camille Victoria from Barangay Dagupayan, Santa Cruz. A sophisticated Maya flower gown inspired by the Philippines' natural flower, sampaguita, as evidenced by the white lace fabric embroidered and beaded with flowers on the scarf, fluffy sleeves, and a skirt accentuated with a belt beaded with white pearls. The sampaguita flower symbolizes simplicity, purity, and femininity of an empowered Filipina of modern age. Just like the gorgeous flowers, remarkably mesmerizing with its exotic fragrance and inherent exemplary characteristics, likened to a Filipina, now recognized globally. The yacht was exclusively designed and created by one of the prides of Laguna, Mr. Dennis Santos. That is candidate number 23, Ana Camille Victoria, Barangay Bagubayan, Santa Cruz. Candidate number 24 is Miss Fiona Obragueno of Santa Cruz. A trendy turtle gown and plush fit tassels made of crystal beads and fully beaded turtle sleeves. The long torso is established with totally handcrafted gumagana flower beading and striped beads, and the dress lower half is composed of laser-cut Mikado silk fabric that is established from various types of stones and crystals and has electrifying pleats at the bottom. Designed by Mr. Richard Roque of La Morosa Home Couture in Santa Cruz, Laguna. That is Fiona Obragueno from Santa Cruz. Candidate number 1 is John Arnold Leviste from Alaminos. This modern barong is an embroidered formal wear that symbolizes the Filipino culture. It is also embellished with beads and rhinestones, the sign of bravery of the people of Alaminos. Designed by Leo Laraño. That is candidate number 1, John Arnold Leviste of Alaminos. Candidate number 2 is RJ Graciadas from Bae. This red formal wear was made by beautiful hands of Red Hetape. It is made from red stones and embroidered passions from famous wares of Santo Niño. The silk fabric used to wear gives a shining semi-light to its every details inside and out. The sleeves also has embroidery patches to give emphasis to the hand gestures. The wrist may take your eyes and its focus because of this wear, designed by Ren and Tape. That is candidate number 2, RJ Graciadas of Bae, Laguna. Candidate number 3 is Stephen David Lovidoria from Barangay Dila, Bae. Ang kanyang kasuotan ay sumisimbolo sa lawak ng Laguna. Ito'y nagbibigay ng magandang kasaysayan, payak na pamumuhay ng mga mamamayan ng Bae. Masaganang huli ng isda sa lawa ang pangunahing kabuhayan ng mga tao dito. Designed by Christopher Magbita. That is candidate number 3, Stephen Dave Lovidoria from Barangay Dila, Bae. Candidate number 4 is Joel Brian Taigon from the city of Binyan. Binibigyang pansin ng modernong barong ang kultura ng Maranao. Ang gitnang tela ay simbolo ng isang maunlad, progresibong lungsod ng Binyan. Patunay ng pagblad ng syudad ng Binyan. Designed by Hernane de Palubos ng Hitong. That's candidate number 4, Joel Brian Daigon from the city of Binyan. ZJ Nesha from Barangay Bigaa, Cabuyao City, our candidate number 5. This barong combines the elements from both pre-colonial native Filipino and colonial Spanish building style. It has a touch of traditional and modern culture of the Filipino people. The embroidered floor patches pays tribute to the good harvest of Kabuyao. The sash represents our religious churches. The beadwork signifies the 500 years of Christianity in the Philippines, attributed to the famous infant Jesus or Santo Niño. The gold details of the stones is representation of the famous Kampanang Ginto ng Kabuyao. Barong is designed by Guinness World Record holder Herbert Chavez of the Philippine Superman Traje de Bordado. That is candidate number 5, CJ Nesha from Barangay Bigaa, Cabuyao City. Candidate number 6 is Martin Misa from Barangay Butong, Cabuyao City. Manimba, a fusion of classic and traditional design in the 1900s made of kukunrahat silk and made historically inspired featuring extended length pleats and generous calado and embroidered by the Bundahan Lumban. Base fabric is designed to honor the farmers of our beloved Laguna, designed by Mr. Wawai Tribo. That is candidate number 6, Martin Mesa from Barangay Butong, Cabuyao. Candidate number 7 is John Mark Corteza from Barangay Baclaran City of Cabuyao. Kumakatawan sa buong pananampalataya ng bawat mamamayan ng lungsod. Ang mga larawan ng santo na makikita sa kasuotan ay simbolo ng pagiging religyoso at mga Diyos ng bawat tao sa lungsod. Nilagyan ng mga makinang na bato upang maipakita ang mayamang kasaysayan at kultura ng Cabuyao. Design by Fred Alvarez of Itomi. That is candidate number 7, John Mark Corteza from Barangay Baclaran, City of Cabuyao. Candidate number 8 is Brian Kian Fajardo from Barangay Yugan, City of Cabuyao. This barong is inspired by the Manila Cathedral Basilica. It represents the historic old city located in Intramuros. It showcases the significant or magnificent historical imperialism of Catholicism. Mayor Romanesque Building, designed by I.C. Ferdinand. That is candidate number 8, Brian Kian Fajardo from Barangay Yugan, City of Cabuyao. Candidate number 9 is Kenneth Estrada from the City of Cabuyao. He's wearing a Barong Tagalog with silhouette inspired of the famous San Agustin Church, which represents the beauty of the Roman Catholic Church. The detailed embroidery with a hand-painted touch suited to the personality of the owner. Designed by Mr. Frederick Burgess. That is candidate number 9, Kenneth Estrada from the City of Cabuyao. Candidate number 10 is John King Mangiat from the City of Calamba. An innovation of his Barong Tagalog, fully handmade calado embroidery and customized with a combination of gold and black representing the bravery and treasure of our country. Designed by Frederick Burgess of Lumban, Laguna. That is candidate number 10, John King Mangia from the City of Calamba. Candidate number 11 is Lervin Coronado from Calauan, Ag-asa. Mula sa pinakasimulang simpleng barong, nagbagong anyo na ang damit na panglalaki upang maging formal, elegante, kakaiba, at tunay na simbolo ng kulturang Pilipino. Ang kasuotan ito ay salamin ng mahabang paglalakbay ng tumasang kasuotang panglalaki na nakaugat pa rin sa ating payak at original na nagpagulan. Bayan ng may pinakamatamis na pinya ang turing sa bayang itik. Sa magagandang tanawin, masaganang ani at makadiyos na tao, mayroon ang punong-puno ng pag-asa ang bayan ng Calauan. Designed by James Cabriol. That is candidate number 11, Lervin Coronado from Calauan. Candidate number 12 is Jomel de la Torre from Cavinti. Isa sa mga katutubong kakanin ng bayan ng Cavinti ang dinoldol na sumasalamin sa mayamang kultura ng bayan. Dinoldol ang tawag dito dahil sa kailangan ng pwersa o duldulin ang paghahalo nito upang hindi magdikit ang ilalim nito sa kawali. Katulad ng dinoldol, ang kulay nila din ang kasuotan na ito. Makikita din natin ang pagtitigit ng damit, ang mga dekorasyon ng isang retablo ng simbahan ng bayan ng Cavinti. Ang ginituan at tinulayang istruktura ay puno-puno ng dekorasyong rosette, baging ng ubas, haliging Solomonic, at mga kerubin na gawa sa katutubong Manililo. Designed by Jim Jude Oliveros. That is candidate number 12, Jomel de la Torre of Carinti. Candidate number 13 is Clyde Acavera of Kalayaan. Gothic Barong Tagalog overdriving to come up with fresh ideas to make our cultural attire more exciting that could cash up with a new form. This medieval state church window with Salakot Barong Pilipino had been welcomed by the House of Pepper by Jeboy Ramos Pascual in San Pablo City. This Filipino wear was embellished with beads, crystals, and secrets to emphasize the colored and painted church glass in the medieval period. Designed by House of Pepper by Jeboy Ramos, Pastor Stylist, Handler, Darren Redondo Aventaje. That is candidate number 13, Clyde Acavera of Kalayaan. Candidate number 14 is Paul Albert Valenzuela of Liliu, Makisig. The rapid increase of modernity has been welcomed this age. This cream to white colored barong coat, accessorized with silver crown from the House of Pepper by Jeboy Ramos Pascual of San Pablo City, is embellished and hand embroidered with crystals, beads, and sequins that can be flamboyant seen by silver made from fibers extracted by hand and worked into fine threads woven together in a look that perfectly suited the wearer. Designed by House of Pepper, Jeboy Ramos. That is candidate number 14, Paul Albert Valenzuela of Liliu. Candidate number 15 is John Rowan Capus of Los Baños, Makinan. Makabuluhan at mayamang kultura ang pinapakita ng modernong kasuotang barong ng kandidato mula sa Los Baños. Ang kulay puti at pilak ng kasuotan ay sinisimbolo sa busilakan ng puso ni Maria Makili na isa sa pinapahalagahan ng bawat mamamayan ng bayan. Kinagyan na makinang na bato na siyang patunay na isang maunlad at nagkakaisang bayan ng Los Baños. Ang tungkod na makikita ay isang representasyon ng di matatawaran ng kabutihan ng bawat tao sa bayan, kasuot ang pag-ulo na kumakatawan sa mamamayang kaisipan. Mayamang kaisipan ng mga tao dito pagdating sa kabuhayan at pagbibigay importansya sa kanilang kapaligiran at kalikasan mula sa malikhaing kamay ni Ms. Marian Diaz Fernandez ng Hitomi. That is candidate number 15, John Roland Campos of Los Baños. Candidate number 16 is Mark Allen Cruz of Babitak. Hiwaga, misteryo at pananampalataya, a celebration of life. Masusing binuo at maingat na inisenyo ang kasuotang hango sa pinasama-samang makabago, makaluma at hitik sa kasaysayan ng lakaturang Pilipino. Iba't ibang elementong sumasalamin sa kabuhayan at kasaganaan ng mamamayang Mabitakenyo. Ang matibay na pananampalataya ng buong may kapal ang naging sentro ng konsepto at matigan na barong ito na sa kanyang harapan. Designed by Ginoong Michael Calais of Katha Likha Sayaw mula sa bayan ng Mabita, Laguna. That is candidate number 16, Mark Allen Cruz of Mabita. Candidate number 17 is Marvin James Badampaldo Cosico of the Municipality of Paite. Ang inspirasyon sa disenyo ito ay hango sa tradisyon na makikita sa panahon ng Kwaresma. Nagsimula ito sa araw ng paglalagay ng krus sa noo ng bawat deboto gamit ang abo. Ang bayan ng Paite ay kilala sa kanilang paniniwala at tradisyon na may kaugnayan sa pagpapatibay ng kanilang pananampalataya. Ang kulay ng coat barong ay sumisimbolo sa abo na ginamit sa mahalagang araw ng Miyerkules ng mga debotong Pilipino. Ang ginamit na material sa disenyo ay pinya, kukul, husi at wool na yumayakap sa kasinangang Pilipino sa bayan ng Paite. Designed by Mark Pagalanan. That is candidate number 17, Marvin James Cosico from the Municipality of Paite. Candidate number 18 is Kate Karanta from Pagsanhan. Mga bulaklak ng buhay sa hati ng Muchapong Bayan, bulaklak ng putit, lalisay, magpusoy, pagsubay, bangong walang kamari, kagduwan ng tuwat ligaya sa leeg ng dalagay lunas, sa dusat ginhawa ng kaluluwa. Ang maringal na kasuotan ay gawa sa telang habi na pinya, gundang kalyado at pinaldahan ng mga bulaklak na wagi sa sampagita na kumakatawan sa katapangan ng dugong bayani ng mga mamamayan ng Pagsanhan. Ngayon, magkasamang tumitindig laban sa pandemya. Simple at tunay na elegante. Kinakatawan ng kasuotan ay isang buong tunay na tatak DCP Laguna Province. Designed by Joel Mendoza, Sampagita. That is candidate number 18, Kate Karanda from the Municipality of Pagsanhan. Candidate number 19 is Paul Cervantes from Barangay Buboy, Pagsanhan. The Barong Tagalog is a symbol of Philippine heritage and nationalism. Together with the innovation of Barong Tagalog, made with fine husi and pinya, with the fully handmade embroidered kanga. It is handmade with love, one of the creative people of the capital embroidery of the Philippines, Lumban. Designed by Mr. Ferdinand. That is candidate number 19, Paul Cervantes from Barangay Buboy, Municipality of Pagsanhan. Candidate number 20 is Joshua Gaho from Pakil, Makabayan, Barong Original, na tinatawag ng lumikang sa tampok ang pagmamahal sa bansang sinilangan, pula, dilaw, asul. Sa bawat isa ay sumisimbolo ang watawat ng ating minamahal na bansa. Bunda at kalyado ang pamunahing tali, isa sa yaman sining ng manilikha na nagmula pa sa bayan ng Lumban. Tampok din sa barang ito, ang isang bayani sa atin rin kinikilala sa kapangan at katitingan. Ang bayaning ito ay si Lapu-Lapu. Makabayan, Barong, orihinal na likha ni Madam D. Brian Makabuhay mula sa bayan ng Lumban. That is candidate number 20, Joshua Gaho from the Municipality of Pakil. Candidate number 21 is Roger Gali Villanueva of Pila, Laguna. Tapang, the modern Pileño with Pila, Laguna's rich culture and history, the most famous garment of the Philippines, Barong Tagalog with baston, which was combined with both pre-colonial native Filipino and colonial Spanish clothing, meets modern age. This is a perfect spotlight for a cultural attire to be of style and fashion. The evidence of bravery and independence of Filipinos accentuated with the side butterfly sleeves, replicated with embellishments made from fibers extracted by hand and worked in the fine threads woven together in a loom that makes it one of the exciting styles today, a unique and quintessential way. Designed by House of Pepper Jemmer Ramos, that is candidate number 21, Rojan Caldi Villanueva from the municipality of Pila, Laguna. Candidate number 22 is Jason Presbiterio from the city of San Pablo. Pagpupugay sa patron ng San Pablo. The coat Barong is made of piña silk, embroidery with hand-colored details from Lumban, Laguna. The intricacy gives emphasis to the creativity and dedication of every Lumbeños with respect to their crafts. The rustic brown color represents the coconut festivity. The coat Barong emulates masculinity, royalty, and power. The lion oil painting iconography at the back as details pays tribute and respect to their town's patron, as final touches which the crowd would surely remember. The vest, which features San Pablo's patron saint, awe, reverence, respect, and tradition, designed by Mark Pagalana. That is candidate number 22, Jason Presbiterio from the city of San Pablo. Candidate number 23 is Resi Kapilpin from the city of San Pedro. Operarios de Sampaguita, isang modernong barong na sumasalamin sa makabagong mamamayan ng lungsod ng San Pedro. Ito ay dinisenyuhan ng mga puting perlas na sumisimbolo sa putil ng Sampaguita na pangunahing pinagkukunan ng kabuhayan ng mga mamamayan ng San Pedro. At ito ay mga disenyong imprenta sa likod na napapakita ng papapahalaga ng mga manggagawa ng Sampaguita, isang kakayahan o talent na pinamana sa amin ng aming mga ninuno sa lungsod ng San Pedro na magpahanggang ngayon ay pinapahalagahan at binubuhay ang tradisyon na ito. Designed by Christine Bello. That is candidate number 23, Red Sea Kapilpin from the city of San Pedro. Isaac Barlao from the city of Santa Rosa is our candidate number 24. Makahulugan at mayamang Pilipinas at kabuuang pinakita ng kasuotan ito. Ang agaw pansin ng kulay at disenyo ng tela ay sumasagisag sa matatag at di matatawalang kultura at tradisyon ng tatlong isla ng Pilipinas, ang Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Nilagyan at pinuno ng mga palamuting kahoy at kulay gitong metal na simbolo ng katatagan at kasipagan ng bawat Roseñas. Ang mga kawayan na may ingay at makulay ay sumasagisag sa masaya at makulay na selebrasyon ng Sikhayan Festival. Kasuotan ang bibigay sa Santa Rosa bilang Lion City of the South. Mula sa malikhaing kamay ni Donna Babasanta Manihitomi. That is candidate number 24, Isaac Barlao from the city of Santa Rosa. Candidate number 25 is Mark Kenneth Barrera from Barangay Caingin, city of Santa Rosa. This red terno formal barong was customized and hand-raised by Renren Hitape. This barong inspired to a traditional wear of our beloved Santo Niño as part of our faith. Our Santo Niño is well-known religious art that possesses the grace, faith, and blessing beyond the country. This implies the strongest and bravest color of all, the fury and fire within itself, the desires of us to have faith in our God through the Santo Niño-inspired barong. That is candidate number 25, Mark Kenneth Barrera. Brian Baroga from Siniloan. Giling-giling came from the word gilingan bato, which Sinoleños used to grind rice to make their famous kakanin. That's why they celebrate Gilingan Festival every last Friday of August. This barong inspired by celebration of life to give thanks for a bountiful harvest, Hiling-Hiling ang Mini, to commemorate a social gathering in the municipality of Sinloan, which is celebrated annually, designed by Christopher Peñas of Santa Cruz. That is candidate number 26, Kenneth J. Brian Baroga of Sinloan, Laguna. Candidate number 27 is Christopher Peña from Santa Cruz. Hango sa pinagsama-samang makukulay na kultura at sining ng Laguna. Ang markang berde ay sumisimbolo sa dahon na bumabalot ng kesong puti. Ang materyales na ginamit ay mula sa kalikasan kung saan mayaman ang lalawigan ng Laguna. Designed by Hart Alisungsung. That is candidate number 27, Christopher Peña of Santa Cruz. Candidate number 28 is Raymark Manlangit of Victoria. Burdang Calado, this violet-colored creation expresses the wealth, creativity, joy, and pride of the province in terms of having continuous growing economy. This creation uses different materials, most of it can only be found in Laguna. Its main base is made up of silk called Burdang Calado, a hand-embroidered product that requires 1 to 2 months to finish. Also becomes one of the tourists' favorite product to export and can only be found in the hand-embroidery capital of the Philippines, Lumban, Laguna. That is candidate number 28, Raymark Manlangit of Victoria.